Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mario, for the introduction. It is with great pleasure that I attend this first conference of the LIFE4MEDECA project. I regret not being able to be physically present with you. It's because we attend the MEPC meeting, Marine Environment Protection Committee at IMO, with my colleague of DGM and my Italian, Spanish and Dutch colleagues, so I'm very sorry. The importance of the MEDSECA and probably NECA, we hope, was already mentioned, and I think it's well understood by everybody, but what is perhaps not clear is what will its impact be, and above all, its cost-benefits ratio. This is why we, signatory countries of the Barcelona Convention, are working since 2 years to assess the impact, the cost and the benefits, and since 4 years in France. The result of our work, carried out within the context of REMPEC, who is also speaking at this conference, if I'm not wrong, led to the proposal for designating the MEDSECA, which COP22 will discuss in less than 2 weeks, in view of agreeing and deciding on a possible implementation in 2024, 2025. We do not know yet. This proposal is expected to be submitted to the IMO at the Marine Environment Protection Committee next year in June, in 2022, because it's the IMO that officially designates the SECA. It's not the Barcelona Convention parties. So feasibility studies are a prerequisite and must be included in the designation submission. They are provided for in the MARPOL Convention and are therefore mandatory. So that's why France and European Commission and REMPEC conducted each these studies, and they all come to the same conclusions to support the MEDSECA and the MEDECA. What are these studies saying? So I just take my notes. So to simplify a very complex assessment, further complicated by the COVID pandemic, I will limit myself to some basic questions which the studies don't reply to. Will it be effective? Yes. As also shown in REMPEC video, the expected percentage reduction in particulate matters, most dangerous for our health, is very, very high. Will it be localized? No, due to the air circulation in the Med Basin, the positive effect will spread to all the area and will be clearly perceived up to more than 200 kilometers inside our regions, even in the Caribbean region because of the sand mists phenomena. In other words, healthier air, not only at sea and along coastlines, but also inland. By the way, this is the very reason why we all have to apply it. Non-application in one country will impact the air quality of the whole Mediterranean and not just of that country. The shared responsibility is a well-known concept among the Barcelona Convention members, so we hope everybody will take a spot. Is it feasible? In other words, is the low emission fuel available? Yes, it is. No major fuel supply problem is forecasted. This fits well with what happened in the Baltic North Sea since 2015. In France, we know it fairly well as we are the only EU country being already in a SECA in the North European waters. What about the costs? At the end of the day, will the consumers have to pay for it? This is the aspect we probably invested more time in our last assessments, and the results are very interesting. In the cost benefits analysis, reductions of air pollutant concentrations were translated in terms of health impacts as well as monetary indicators. For the cost, we took as a basis the estimation of various marine fuel prices, and for the benefits, air quality results were combined with data on population densities and types to calculate population exposure to pollutants. So the highest estimation for an ECA would lead to a cost of about 2.7 billion euro per year, while the benefits induced by this mitigation strategy for all the Mediterranean countries will amount to at least about 8.1 billion euro per year, if not 14 billion euro. This clearly demonstrates the relevance and the efficiency of these emissions reduction strategies. We took high and low estimations, just to be clear. Will transport operators and competent authorities be able to comply? Very good question. Ship owners and fishermen will have to make investments, port and terminal as well. Competent authorities will have to adapt their legislation and to deal with possible implementation issues. In other words, there will be a need of financial assistance and of capacity building, surely. Understanding who should be helped and how is a first step to be made immediately after the, hopefully, agreement at COP 2022. We already tasked the LIFE4MEDECA project to help us in the further assessment, and I know that work has already started. At last but not least, the LIFE4MEDECA project will help the Barcelona Convention parties to further investigate the possibility of designating MEDNECA after the SECA. So I look to the future with a certain confidence that the MEDSECA matter will soon arrive here at the IMO Environment Committee for its official designation, hopefully next year. I therefore wish to see you all at the next LIFE4MEDECA conference, where to discuss implementation measures. So I wish you all and the LIFE4MEDECA partners and coordinator a good work. Thank you.